Hello everyone, this is Rachel with Mic Drop Miniatures, and today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable purses in 1/12 scale. So let's get started. You're going to need some glue and some pliers, and then also you'll need this kit with some findings that came in your Dollhouse miniature subscription box. So let's get started. This kit too, it has just random things that you could find at your local craft store, probably maybe even in your junk drawers. To get started though, we're going to need some fabric. So you'll have 2 pieces of fabric and then these wood blocks. Basically any wood form will do as long as it's, to scale that looks like a purse. And so for the fabric, I actually printed this one, and then I found this one at Hobby Lobby. I loved the texture. I thought it was thin enough. It bent really well for a purse. And I think for this actual project though, I'm going to use this material. This is just a leather piece that I found. Again, I think it'll look really cute, and I haven't used it in a project yet. So to get started, you're going to put the leather on both sides. And by that, I'm just going to find a flat side here, and I'm going to measure out with a pen, or a pencil would probably be better for this, but I'm going to grab what I have, which is a pencil, and I'm just going to mark where to cut. So you'll just need to do the 2 sides. All right, so let's get this cut out and glued on. All right, for glue, I'm just using craft glue. Any tacky glue will work. And again, do it for both sides. And it's important that you let this dry. Like always, it's probably the hardest part about making miniatures is letting it dry. All right, so next we're going to add these little grommets right here. These are crimp, I think these are crimp beads they're called. And I gave you silver and gold. For this, I'm going to use silver. And the first thing we need to do is flatten it. So that's where your pliers come in handy, or your jewelry pliers. And we're going to flatten that. And then what you do is you glue it on to the top. So this step is very important that you let it dry. I find that, and you also want it to stick out so we can put the jump rings on later. Super glue, I find with a little bit of my tacky glue, actually it gives it a little more instant bond. So again, that was super glue with a little bit of your tacky glue, just 1 drop. Put that on there, and we're going to let that dry. All right, for the purpose, I already have one that's dried. And then what we're going to do is take our pliers again and bend it around your wood block. So just like that. So now you know why it's very important that you let those dry completely. All right, so let's snip off these ends and start wrapping our purse. Perfect. Looks good. All right, so let's grab our leather here, making sure that we have a flat edge. And we're going to wrap up, measuring all the way to the top. And then what we're going to do is glue just the front on. You can put glue on the front and on the bottom. Again, I'm going to use my mixture of super glue, making sure that I get all the way on the edges, because it's really important that we want our material to stick to all edges. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of that, I use Well Bond, but any type of craft glue, and put that on, and I find, again, it just gives it more of an instant bond, because I hate waiting for glue to dry. I guess I'm impatient. So I'm going to glue it to the very top, and I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to put glue on the bottom and the back, and I'm going to let this piece dry then completely before going to the next step. Pushing that in place. You always want to make sure that your edges, if it hangs over, that's better, but you don't want to get it too short where you actually see the wood block. All right, apply my glue. Again, I'm using my craft glue. and then I'm going to let that dry. All right, the next step then would be to add your flap. You kind of want to see, where do we want our flap? So I'm going to fold it up and then I'm going to make a crease. And this is just going to help me know where to cut the material. I think I want a long flap for this flap, but you could have a short one. You could fringe it. There's so many different options for this. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and glue my flap into place. Before that, though, I think what we need to do, yes, is cut the sides. So I'm going to cut all the way up both sides, just like this. This is where you want a really sharp scissors, so don't do what I'm doing. My scissors are not that sharp. And then fold it over and see if you still like it. I think it looks pretty good. The sides are good. They're all square. Perfect. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to clip the corners because I think it gives it just a little more character. And then once we have that in place, I'm going to just, again, I should have got little sharper scissors, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just glue that flap down, again, making sure to get it on all sides. And then to make sure, before you move to the next step, this has to be fully dry. So I'm going to clip it, and we are going to wait. All right, now that my piece is dry, the fun part, we are going to add the findings and accessories onto our purse. I feel like I should have made this gold, but it is what it is. Mine is silver. I'm going to open up a jump ring. I'm going to slide it in that little crimp. I don't know what that thing is called, a crimp bead. And then we are going to put our chain into the jump ring, and then we will close it. And you're going to want to do the same thing for the other side. Now, if you think this chain is too long, you can always just clip it off. It's totally up to you. And again, the possibilities are endless. You could use string if you don't like the chain. There's a bunch of different things that you could use. All right. So once you get the other side in and it's ready, voila, there's your purse. And then we have to think of handles. Maybe you don't even want a handle. I feel like if you put just like a hoop on it like this, a jump ring, and you can add it to the front, it looks like a clasp. I think that looks really nice. For this one over here, I actually cut one in half. So you could think of that. You could use just beads. There's all different things that you could use. I did it in the kit include a sticker, a designer sticker. So that's what I'm going to use. And the trick to get these stickers off, these are actually nail art. So I just took an X-Acto knife. Sorry, I can't really see, but this was, there we go. And I take the sticker off and I'm just going to place it, try to line it up in the center and add it to my purse. There we go. I think that looks centered. I still wish maybe we had, let's see if we add a clasp to it, if that will look good. Don't know. I feel like it needs something. So I'll play around with this and just get it until, yeah, I'm not thinking that's going to look right. Nor on the bottom. Maybe we could cut it and make it look like a half loop. Something. I think we'll have to play around with that one. Let's try to cut it. Still not loving it. What do you guys think? I think we'll leave it. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make these purses. Please, you can reach out to me at mikedropminiatures.com. I would love to hear from you. And for those who are my subscribers of my box, I appreciate you and thank you so much. All right, have a great day.